Hey guys, this is Phoenix, the Frugal Collector here again. So today I'm going to be having a room tour of my three rooms where I have my statues. And so this is Comet, my dog. He just had his hair cut. So, hey buddy, you say hi? Yeah, I know. Okay, let's start off now in my family room. So this is the Hush Superman and the Kingdom Come conversion from the black. So got three head sculpts. That's the one looking down. You know, the usual. And the makeup, styrofoam stand I do. I make fun. That's just the Kingdom Come. I blew it up at Walmart to make a poster. So this is the other Stone Riders that I collect. The Shibumi from XM. And this is all from Stone Riders, the Hong Kong comic book manhwa. So this is the two classics. That one is Wind, and that one is Cloud. If you show this poster, everybody knows about it. Everybody who lives in Hong Kong and China knows about it. Very, very popular back in the 90s. And this one's a Blood Sword. His name's Hero of China. And this guy is called Nameless from Stone Rider. He's the master of these two other guys. Yeah, he's always standing around, walking with one arm behind his back. And he's supposed to be the embodiment of martial art master. He's very fair and same time old-fashioned, but very fair. And this one is the bust from this statue, Wind from Acme Studios. Came out about 6 years ago. And this is the, I believe, this is the international version with the green shirt. And so two head sculpts, that one. And the switch out sword also goes forward. And this is Solar Lord, back in the 90s, 80s, Hong Kong comic. And this is the Cloud. All these are 1/6 except this guy's quarter scale. And these are posters I made. I blew up from a pamphlet. This one is an actual real poster. I just frame it. All these are framed by me. I went for cheap and just went to thrift stores and just buy frames. 24 by 36. And this one's a little bit bigger. This is like 32, 30, 40. And then I just cut the mat. And of course this is the Iron Studios Hawkman, 1/3 scale. And yeah, I probably told you before, but this wing here, it's permanent because the hole goes behind his back. It was broken, so I said, screw that. Just put construction glue on it and glued it permanently. So if I ever move it, one wing comes off. I guess his left wing will be off, his right is stuck.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the other posters I made. This is from a stamp book. I just blew it up. And this is the iconic Wind poster that everybody knows about. That's what embodies him. And this is the other Wind. And of course this is the, it comes with Acme Studios. It's a 3D poster. Yeah, so this is my family room. A little bit messy, but I make my capes also. And now we go to my hallway where Oriental Heroes. These are just posters I made of comic books. So this is my other thing with comic books and stuff. I love my posters, but it's running out of room also. You know, that's how it is. I'm now going to the Alex Ross / computer room. So anyway, so this is the posters. I framed myself, all of them. Cheaply done, of course. And Kingdom Come, I love Kingdom Come. And it's the best comic ever. So and Spider-Man Litho back in the day. My only Litho. That's through Dynamic Forces, I believe. Of course, the awesome Jim Lee. This is my favorite look of Superman. That intense look. And now this is my something new I just I had these posted like over 20 years. I never hung them up, so I finally did. And what I'm gonna do is pretty much put a wooden frame around it. I couldn't find any frames that are cheap to fit this. This is like 40 by 20. So the frames alone and glass cost me over $200. I'm not spending that much money. So I don't guess, you know, put a wooden frame around it and call it a day. Looks good anyway. So this is the other wall of my computer Alex Ross room. And this is the other posters. And my computer room. And of course, here's the close-up of the statues. So this guy, EX Sideshow, I make custom capes for quarter scale draping and Wonder Woman. And this guy, he was so fast, he leapt off the shelf. He got broken fingers and broken arm. I was gonna get a fix, but you know, cost money to fix it, so I'm kind of like, do I want to spend that much money to fix it? I might if it's cheap. If it's below 200 maybe, but over that, I'll just keep as is and maybe I'll glue it together. And this is the Aquaman Sideshow, only Aquaman there is. I didn't like that as much because of the head sculpt. It looks like Jason Momoa, so, and I want like a traditional look from you know, the comic book. And this is the OG Green Lantern. It lights up. And this is the Green Arrow, also Sideshow. And the original Batman. So now we'll go up to my man cave, the actual what I call is a Storm Riders Pavilion, which is my statue room of all my statues. And now into the statue room, Storm Riders Pavilion I call it. So a quick overview of this this room before I go more in depth. Okay, so to start off, this is the second statue, the same one downstairs. I like it so much, and it came cheap, half price, so I had to get it. Bowen Iron Fist, and this is Storm Riders. It's a piggy bank. Bruce Lee from Blitzway, and of course XM Iron Fist, and Nova and Gladiator from Bowen. And of course you have Win again, another one. It was a kit, I painted myself. Not exactly the best job, but you know, black and white, how can you go wrong, right? So the XM White Knight, it's quite impressive actually. Yeah. And then of course the Prime 1 advanced suit for the Justice Buster. I didn't get the Justice Buster because it's just too big. I don't need it. Now you have Aspen from Sideshow, and of course Deja Thoris, and of course this one is my daughter's. This one, that's Rapunzel from Tangled, and of course these two are the Aspen from C.S. Moore back in the day. And then you have Queen of the Scavengers, Red Sonja, and this one is the other Red Sonja. And this one is Win. This is the ultimate version with the Kieran, and this is the Hong Kong version. So it's like 300 of them made. So this one has a blue t-shirt, and his sword is going forward. So that's his look, and this is the iconic, you know, usual floating look that he always has. And of course the two metal swords in the back. So I had the swords backwards. So this one belongs to this guy, and this one, Snowy Sabre, belongs to this guy. See, I didn't bother changing it over. So yeah, and of course all these small little toys that was presented back in the day, I would never buy again. So just waste of money now. That's how I see it. And of course the second head sculpt, and of course the little tiny little bust. All you guys not Storm Raider fans, you're like, what the heck are these? But you know, everybody has their likings, so this is what I like. And that's pretty cool. And of course, more Aspen from, this is back in the day too. So now you have Green Lantern from Prime 1, Cyborg from Prime 1 also, and Batman 52, P52, Prime 1. And of course you have these guys. And of course this is Kiani. It's quite well done today. I mean, it was pretty cool. It's 1/6. I don't know why 1/6 anymore. This is too small for me. Just preference, right? So and then of course Superman. And of course I do the custom cape for it also, quarter scale. It's the same one that I use for the downstairs Sideshow original. Of course you have the Sandman. This is the original. I think it was Born, I believe. And then of course Angelus. You get one wing only. The other one, I think it fell off. The tip snap. But, and then you have Kull the Conqueror. And then this one is these two. Storm Shadows and... Jeez, I forgot the guy's name. Blank now. Yeah, so this is the kit. So this one was professionally painted by Dan Cope. He did a really good job with all the dragons and stuff. And then this one I paint myself. Like I said, black is easy to paint, and then of course add some gold. And the secret I found is that if you add a little black to the gold and stuff, dirty up looking, so it looks a lot better rather than just straight gold. Doesn't look so great. I guess it's like called shading. I guess I don't know. I kind of dabble in it, but I don't have to do much about it. And of course, you know, this is Conan the Conqueror. Of course, this is like iconic. If you know Frazetta, you would know. It's that easy. I mean, everybody knows. It's so iconic. And this is CS Moore. They create a bigger version of it, quarter scale, but it didn't come out as well, especially the girl. The girl looked kind of funny. They try to update the girl, but it doesn't come out right. And then of course you have Nick Fury and the Ultimate Captain America. And then behind him is Grendel from Prime 1 Grendel from back in the day. Born also. And of course you have 1/6 scale Invincible. And then another Solar Lord is the yellow version of it. I have two of them. I like it so much. I love the hair. The way the hair is just kind of like, you know, flying in, and the body. It's so well done. This is back 25 years ago, and how advanced they were back in the day. It was a kit. It was a plastic kit, I believe. I believe it was a plastic kit, maybe. But it wasn't porcelain, that's for sure. But this is the Born Cyclops, and of course, there's a Conan on the horse. I think it's called Berserker Conan, I believe. Back again to Wind. The sword's metal, of course. But yeah. And now you get into the Prime 1 Arkham Knight. This is EX, has like lots of switch out guns and stuff, but I like mine. And of course, you know, the head, extra head. I like mine, lots of guns. And of course, the Grim Knight, Prime 1. Looks really good. I mean, this is my kind of Batman. Giving out justice the way it should be. And of course, you have the original Hush Batman on Gargoyle. You know what, this one has no problem with me. It doesn't lean, doesn't do anything. It was fine. But I have the pillars also. Of course, they have the switch outs for the hands. It's for his batarang. It's a rope instead of the batarang. And then of course you have Deathstroke. He's really well done. I mean, I like this one. Of course, you have the head sculpt, and of course the hands where he's grabbing the. Oh, by the way, this thing is heavy. It's made of metal too. So, but this is the EX with the Batman head, where he has Batman's cowl with the bullet in it. So that's, he holds it. It's pretty cool. So, and then you have, of course, the Thomas Wayne. This guy. Plus, watch out! It's another gun he's holding. This is Batman Flashpoint. It's Bruce's dad, Thomas Wayne. When Bruce died in the alley, and he blamed himself. So he became Batman. It's a Flashpoint storyline, and of course this is Batman Beyond. I like this version the best. I think it's really cool. Of course, extra head. I have these. These are from ink cartridges. They come with. So I take those. People throw them away, so I take them and I cut them out and put my headstands. Of course, up here you have Colossus, Sideshow, Daniel Bell, I believe, and of course, you know, Doctor Strange, Sideshow also, and then you have the Gambit, Sideshow also. This is just a regular, and then the symbiote Batman. A lot of people complain about the colors of it. It's a bit too blue. I like it. It's fine. I'm not particularly crazy about you know, criticizing the statue too much. If it's okay, it's okay. I mean, I like the pose of it. That's how I see my Batman and Spider-Man. That's how I see it. Crouching and a bit menacing. And of course, you have the Sideshow Psylocke, the new one. I like this a lot. I mean, it looks cool. Although her face is kind of weird. A little bit blotchy from the blue, but I guess that's what happens when the moonlight shines on her. I think that's the idea of it. And you have all these shurikens stuck on the base, and then of course the back of it is the perspective, force perspective. Looks really good. I mean, I like it. And then of course this is a custom Spider-Man. My buddy sold it to me. I'm not huge in customs, seriously. Too long, the wait's too long, and at the same time you know what you get. It never comes out the way you see it. So he just sold for me for a good price. That's why I pick it up. Other than that, if I was to order it, I wouldn't order it. I mean, and of course the Sideshow Wolverine Logan, and this is really well done. I mean, I love the way, the intensity. And of course, this is the EX. There's another version. I didn't like the EX head with him smoking. Didn't like it as much. This one, yeah, there's a little, you know, fading on the jeans, but that's what happens, I guess, when Wolverine's fighting all the time. But it bothers some people. It doesn't bother me. Whatever. It's only a tiny little thing. And then of course the XM Winter Soldier. I like this. I mean, people don't like the crouching because it makes the statue smaller, but to me, a statue's a statue. It depends on the character, right? I mean, like, oh, this is crouching. I mean, I don't mind it. Looks good. And of course, the XM Weapon X is really nice. I mean, very wet look to his body coming out of the, you know, the tank. And of course, his other head. I like this one better. Seriously, look, it lights up with the, with all the battery, but I've never turned it on. I'm not a guy who likes to turn on his statues because it's gimmicky, you know. So I just leave it. I never turned it on before. I got off of my buddy, so. And then of course, you know, Sideshow Rogue. This is a regular version. I like it. It's dynamic and it's well done. Not to mention I got for a good price. I guess that's the main thing with me. I get for a good price and a good statue. Yeah, okay, it's good. And of course, this is the XM Scarlet Witch. I like the cape. I mean, this looks pretty cool. And then of course the head. And of course the Ultron base. And up here is the Jean Grey. And of course the original Poison Ivy from Sideshow. I mean, it looks pretty cool. And of course the 3 busts of the Black Batcave by Man. I'm waiting for Buddy to pay me up and he can take it home. I keep asking him to, but he hasn't done it yet. So I just wait. And of course, you know, the Power Girl from Sideshow. I think this is the best one. They have a new one, but I didn't like it. The face is off. I don't know, to me, this looks kind of cool. Way cooler than the other one. Not to mention the, you know, the bust. The right size for it, because the new one is kind of like, yeah, they try not to be so, try to be PC, I guess, and not show so much of bust. But that's a whole Power Man, a bust. And of course, then you have Aphrodite from Top Cow back in the day. And this is done by C.S. Moore, so his back in the day stuff was really good, really nice. But he's not doing it anymore, which is too bad. And then of course you have the Wonder Woman Sideshow. A lot of people did like this because the face looks too older. She reminds me a lot of like Monica Puccelli, if you know who she is. She was hot back in the day, so that's how I see it. And then of course the Superman Forever DC Direct. I think this is the best version of him. But you know. Then of course you have the Sideshow Black Canary. A little bit update. See the look on her face? It's different. It's more like the runway model you have now. Like the girl from Game of Thrones. That's what they're going for now. All like statues of female characters look like that. See, compared to these two. See, it's older version of Wonder Woman, and this is the younger version, which is okay. But a lot of the time, I'm not a big fan of it. Like the Power Girl too. This looks a little more older. And the new one they have, it's a lot younger looking. I don't know, just me. And of course, you have the Sideshow Huntress. Looks pretty good. I mean, you know, the only thing I don't like is the boots. The boots just way too big. Looks kind of funny, you know. But other than that, and of course you have the White Queen back in the day. It's got 1/6 scale, but I think this is the best one so far. So, yeah, looks pretty cool. And then now you have this guy, the Prime one with the XE suit to fight Freeze. So I had a chance to get Freeze also, but I don't collect heroes, so I'm not a big fan of it. So. But this is massive, it's huge. It's nice too. Yeah, I like it. That's the reason I collect Batmans. In his different kind of suits. As a character, he's okay. He doesn't do a lot of stuff that I want him to do, like kill people when they need to be killed. But I love the way his suits, he has different suits to dress in. So, but I'll explain later about my collection as to why I collect certain statues. And why there's no villains in my statue. Unless. Now there's, and speaking of villain, I guess this is Poison Ivy of Prime 1. Yeah, so. There was always an exception, right, like this. See that? There's always an exception. This is really nice. I mean, the way it's done. I like this better than the new one. Skin tone. Skin tone looks, to me, it's a little bit off. The face is more round. I'm not a fan of it. So, but you know, everybody has their own likes. But this is my preference of it. Plus, I got this for a good price, so that's partially why I like this as opposed to the other one. Because the other one's new and it costs more money. You know, the way I always say, the older the statue, the cheaper it is. And of course, the Black Batcave. Like I said, my buddy is buying this from me, and he paid half of it. Now I'm waiting for the other half before I give it to him. And then of course you have the XM on the bike. So if you guys know, this is not the original. This is a recast. Yeah, I know. My buddy sold to me really cheap, so it's like $250. No, $200. That's why I grabbed it. I usually don't buy recast, but this one is like, you know, I would never buy this character, but he sold it to me cheap, so I'm okay with it. That's all I need anyway. I don't need the original. So, alright, looks cool. I mean, other than that, I read comics of him back in the days, but he's okay for me. And of course, the Thor Brick of Brimstone. Looks pretty cool, eh? And of course, I have an extra one, but it's broken. So it's chipped here and stuff like that. So, anyway, if you guys are interested, let me know. Anyone? And then, of course, the extra pieces of Poison Ivy left over. Some are broken, and you know, I just keep it for the hell of it. My buddy gave it to me. And of course, this is C.S. Moore's Wolverine, my only Wolverine one. The other one's Logan and Weapon X. So this is the only one I have of him dressing in an actual Wolverine. But this is back in the day. This is like 25 years ago. I mean, it's got a whole tunnel. It's based on the John Byrne part where he went through the tunnel to kill all the broods. So this is where this thing came from. Looks pretty good. And of course, this is Planet Hulk from the Bourne. He's massive. And you know what? That's all I need. I don't need any other Planet Hulk. He's good enough for me. It looks really well done. Everything is. That's how I see Hulk. And usually, that's all I need my Hulk. It's something different. I'm not into the regular Hulk. And next is the Iron Studios Punisher. This is like Arthur Max back in the day when Garth Ennis wrote the story. And this is Jim Lee also. So this is the Jim Lee head. And then of course this with the Punisher. This is where I grew up with Punisher. I mean, he's my favorite Marvel character, I think. He just dishes out all the, punishment to everybody. And next, this one is Magneto. XM White Magneto. I mean, it's got so much switch outs, but I just keep this head, and that's how I see. They have like unmasked all that stuff, but I'm not a big fan of it, so I kept it in the box. But this is the base is massive and all that stuff. My buddy traded me for the Sideshow Magneto, the red one, and it took me a week almost to decide if I want this one. I wasn't too much into these back in the day. I thought the Sideshow was good enough, but you know what? I'm glad I made the trade. And of course, next is this guy, Thanos. So the story behind all this stuff is that I'm not into villains. The only reason I got this guy is because of it was so for cheap. My buddy so for cheap to me, and at the same time the chair, the metallic chair in the back and all that stuff. That's what I love. I mean, when there's stuff like that, then I'm all into it because I love the way it's designed, and not so much Thanos, but just more or less of the chair, like, because in the back of his chair is all these metallic looking. And it's hard to describe, but that's the reason I got him. I mean, like I said, I'm not into villains. I hate villains. See, so all this stuff. See in the back of it. That's what I like. That's the whole point of it. And of course, next to him is, geez, I'm blanking out again. I always blank out. So Nathan Cable. And this is the XM version of it. So see, he stands on it. This is like a man's man version of heroes. That's how I see it in my mind. You know, big guys with muscles and stuff. That's how I see my heroes. And of course, this is some Japanese figures back in the day. And of course, another one. Yeah, it's just for fun. And then of course the Berserker. The Prime one, it's got a little bit damage because of the this one, so I got it for cheap. But you know, looks cool. Got switch out and stuff, but I like this look the most. Like I said, I like my statues a little bit cheaper than most people, and I don't care about damage as long as it's not right in the face or something like that. So I don't know. Some people don't like that, so I'm okay with it. And I'll come around. So this, see all my posters. The whole room design based on Stone Riders. See all this stuff. All the posters are Stone Riders. See that? Everything is Stone Riders. Posters. Statue just kind of takes place on top of it, in front of it. Let's see that. And this. See that. Of course, that's what the whole room's designed for, Stone Riders. And of course now you want to see the big guns. The Fabok Batman, Big Chap, the Black Superman, Recovery Suit, and of course the Batcave. So let's go first on this Batcave, the Hush version. You know what, I like this statue, but the only thing that make me want to keep this is because of the Hush head. I think it's either get the Hush head or else don't get it at all. That's how I see the statue. I mean, everything looks great. I mean, get the heads. How many heads? There's like freaking 4 heads. Look at that. 4 freaking heads. Of course, some makeshift stand, styrofoam. But yeah, the Hush head makes it all the better. I mean, if I didn't have the Hush head, I wouldn't want to keep the statue. It's that good, the Hush head. It just, to me, it's just different. I like my statues different, a little bit different, not just a typical Batman look. Of course, next you have to him is the recovery suit, Superman from Prime 1. And this one has no cape, but I make the cape for it. So this is Superman with a draping cape, custom cape by Phoenix Custom Capes. You want one? It comes in 3 colors. The white, the black, and also the red. All have symbols in the back of course. But yeah, so look, I'll leave the name in the description or the comments, and then if you guys need one, let me know. And of course, next to that is Big Chap. This guy, I'm not an Alien fan, but this statue is nice. I mean, the way its color pops up and everything, it looks really good. I mean, if you're an Alien fan, this is one of the best ones to get. I think Prime 1 did an amazing job on it. I did a review on it if you want to check on my other review on this guy. I mean, he's crazy good. And he's quite big. I mean, he's the same size as Fabok Batman.